the Grey Man does whatever a Grey Man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey folks, how you doing? It's Grey Man again. I'm gonna do an entry for Spider Comics 7's contest. It's just finishing in a couple of days. To be honest, I was being lazy and not entering it because it's not eligible in the UK. It's US and Canada only. So it's like, oh, I haven't got to make a video. I think to myself, because I'm not eligible, and it's like it means I've got to do some thinking, and I'm not good when it comes to thinking, especially when it comes to favourites. Because everyone thinks like, oh, it's easy to choose your favourites, but I'm so wishy-washy. I can't be like. It's very rare I can say, oh, that's my favourite. I've got characters that I like, but I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, that's my absolute favourite. It just doesn't enter into my head. But let me just write. So he wants to know your favourite DC and Marvel hero, anti-hero, and villain. And so I'll be honest, I also picked comics that happen to be close by that I could pick up easily. So that's kind of... I was thinking, oh, who's my favourite hero? And there's so many great heroes in DC. And I just went, why just choose one hero when you can choose Robbie Reed with his H-Star, who can become many heroes, like Cometeer, like Giant Boy, like the Mole, like Hypno Man, Human Starfish, and Mighty Poppet. He can also become Plastic Man when he wants to. Giant Boy and King Candy. They make me laugh. They're so cool. And in this one, he becomes Hornet Man. There you go. He's been Hornet Man in this one. And on this one, he's Future Man. You know, he's got all sorts of different powers. I'm not even sure who he is on this one. He doesn't tell you in the front cover. I can't bother to open it up. But Sockamaji, the wildest villain yet, Baron Bug and his insect army. I'm not too sure the name of Robbie's hero character in this one. Looks like something out of Greek mythology, maybe. And then in this one, the last one I'm going to show you. No, I'll show you two more. These are cool. In this one, it becomes Who's It's, What's It's, and Houses. Yeah, that's his super characters in this comic. Very strange. And lastly, this I don't understand why this guy never got his own comic. It's the Yankee Doodle Kid. Yeah, the Yankee Doodle Kid. There you go. Right. So that's my favourite. That's going as my favourite hero because it's got so much choice, and that's just a smidgen of the choices of heroes that I get to choose from. By the fact that I've picked Robbie Reed, he can become a different hero whenever he wants, just by dialing hero on his dial. So you know, who's to say he might become new heroes in the future? Right. Best favourite anti-hero has got to be the Demon Etrigan. If he was left to his own devices, of course, he would be nothing but a villain because he is a demon. But he's tempered by the fact that he's tied to Jason Blood, and also Merlin. Even though Merlin is half demon himself and sort of half brother of Etrigan, he kind of I think he helps to control some of his basic instincts, which is why he sort of locked him into Jason Blood in the first place. But anyway, yeah, so the demon, although mainly, if he was left to his own devices, he'd be nothing but villainy. After all, in his own comic, he did storm heaven once with his demon army. Right. So yeah, he's a villain, but he's always played as an anti-hero because, because of the fact that he is. I don't know why. Right, my favourite for all villain is because I love this comic, this cover. And this is the Justice League villain been going. When does this comic come out? I'm not too sure when this comic came from actually. 65 or something? I'm not too sure. I can't bother to open it up, but it's Felix Faust. He's going down as my favourite villain simply because I knew this comic was near. I knew this comic was exactly where it was. I love this cover as well. It's the first appearance of the Demons 3 and the Necronomicon in DC Comics, and Felix Faust debuts as well. So I'm very pleased to own this one. Bit creased, but I don't, that's It's old comics for you. You don't get super immaculate old comics unless you've got money, which I don't have loads of money. But yeah, I do have some nice comics. Right, now the Marvel ones, I must admit, I just picked ones that happen to be nearby. These have come out of my red pile of comics that I've recently read. And I think this first one, my favourite hero, is kind of possibly my favourite hero. Simply because, I don't know, his comics have always got lots of action, and they were good comics. I just enjoyed reading Captain America's stories. Because fighting with his fists and his shield and doing the right thing. And just his stories are always kind of engaging. I thought so anyway. So that's why I liked him the most, possibly. Because he's just got good stories. I think I started off with Spider-Man as my favourite. But I find his stories got a bit too boring in the end, and nothing ever seemed to get resolved. Every single villain happened to be like his neighbour or his new workmate or something like that, and I thought it was got a bit silly, and he was just so angst ridden all the time, and it seemed nothing ever got done. Well, I can't think of that many anti-heroes. Thinking about it, I suppose you got Venom. A lot of people picked Venom, but I don't think I ever saw him in his anti-hero phase. I only ever saw him as a villain, because I stopped reading Marvel in the 90s. So I suppose I'll have to go with the obvious Frank Castle Punisher. It also happened that this comic was nearby, so I grabbed it. I did consider, it's not really an anti-hero now, I did consider Jack of Hearts, because they quite often fought superheroes. Mostly it was to do with mistaken identity though, I think, or some kind of misunderstanding. His first comic book is facing off against the White Tiger in the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu magazine. I bought that one, but I couldn't bother to dig it out. And also the first Hulk comic, the oldest Hulk comic that I had for a while, when I checked previously, I might have got an older one by now, but he's fighting the Hulk, the Jack of Hearts. And my oldest Iron Man comic that I used to own, I might have an older one now, I'm not sure, but he was fighting Iron Man. So it's like he's quite often seen on covers fighting the hero of the book, but it doesn't actually make him an anti-hero. I think it's just more like misunderstandings more than anything. This favourite villain, I must admit, picked solely because of the fact that he's on this cover. This cover happened to be in my pile. He's not my favourite villain. I don't have a favourite villain. Maybe the Rhino. I might have gone with the Rhino. If I had a good picture of the Rhino on a comic, I might well have picked that one up. But literally just flicked through my recently read comics, found this lovely image of the Yellow Claw, the classic villain based on Fu Manchu, Emperor Ming, those kind of characters. There's like a long lineage. Not too sure if he'd be allowed nowadays, to be honest. It's a bit racially insensitive, maybe, because he's an Asian man. He's called the Yellow Claw, but if you look at it, I don't think he's really like properly like Asian looking, because he's like properly yellow. I think he's like got jaundice or something, because he's like his longevity, he's prolonged his life, extended his life sort of greatly. So he's turned him properly like jaundicey kind of yellow. So maybe and he's got claws. So the Yellow Claw does fit, but still, I think it probably wouldn't be acceptable nowadays. But anyway, who knows? It's strange, isn't it? I'm not going to go into it. I was just thinking to myself, because you get quite a lot of black characters are called Black Panther, for example, and that's not considered racially insensitive. I don't know. I don't know what the connotations are, why one would be considered. Yeah, I just don't know that. I'm not too sure. I don't think it is, anyway. But anyway, I wish I hadn't spoken about it. Right, I'm just going to bugger off now before I say anything that might be incriminating or something, I don't know, or upset people. Didn't mean to do that. But sometimes my mouth just doesn't shut up. And my brain goes, stop talking. Anyway, I'm out of here. If I win, I've got a prize tag someone, but I won't bother prize tagging until I've won. Because I don't want to get people to I might win. And then they don't win. So if I do win, just let us know. And I'll say, I'll send it to X person or Y person, that kind of thing. But anyway, cheers to the competition. Good luck growing your channel. And if anyone got a chance to do a last minute entry to the contest, you've got a couple of days, I believe. And I am out of here. Cheers for watching. Have a great, amazing day. And until next time, may all your news be good news. And don't forget to sub up Spider Comics number 7.
Spider Comics, go and sub up Spider Comics. See his link in the corner, click it now and sub him up. Go on, sub Spider Comics. Go and sub Spider Comics. This song's going on too long. Go and sub Spider Comics.